You say you want love. You pray about it, you intend it, but you don't want love. All you want is to be chosen. You want to be picked. Look at who you are attracted to. The unavailable person. The one who responds to your texts 3 days later. The one who will stay the whole week without speaking to you. Stay silent that entire week and then come back as it happens. Sometimes the one who even forgets your birthday. That one who gives you just enough attention to keep you hoping. That situation where you're not even sure, it's not even certain. And every time they throw in that breadcrumb, your body lights up. You call it chemistry, and it is not. Because when you're obsessed with being picked, you step into the role of the performer. I want you to think about this. The last time you had a conversation with someone, with this person, or you had a meeting with them, whether it's scanning to see that you are appearing as the most understanding, the most low maintenance. So you step into the performance role. So when you're obsessed with being picked, it is not love or a partner that you're looking for. You are looking for an eviction notice from your own feelings of worthlessness. You are, in fact, just looking for a fix. That's because somewhere along the line, your nervous system learned that to be worthy means to be chosen. To be chosen means to be loved. So maybe growing up you were the peacemaker, the one who wouldn't rock the boat, the one who makes sure that they don't disturb the order, they don't mess things up, they make sure that they perform so that they are not in trouble. And nervous system learned that in order for us to be valued, we have to put up this performance. That is how we are going to be loved. So this weaves in back to this unavailable person that you keep attracting. Because if you're not going to perform, then you're not going to feel worthy. And just maybe because they are unavailable, if they choose you, then finally you can prove to yourself worthy. So that equation is so dangerous because it keeps you going. Because let me tell you this, if that person was to turn around tomorrow and they became available, your nervous system would most probably reject them because what it is used to is chaos, unpredictability, things that ordinarily would signal a red flag, would signal excitement to a nervous system that is used to chaos. So when it comes to stability, calmness, that is so boring, it's not stimulating. So when someone is distant, you will look at it as a challenge. When you arrive at places, you become the fixer, the performer. And I think there's also that thing of craving praise and validation, that when people see you, they see you as the person who they must now praise for having done certain things for them. So your nervous system, you overextend yourself and you become the rescuer. And sometimes you jump into the rescuer role before you even rescue your own self. So, and if you are honest and you look at it, I know we mentioned love, but this has nothing to do with love only. Yes, relationships or romantic spaces spaces are just great for exposing the wounds that we carry. So there's no place that will ask you to reveal parts of yourself than in a romantic relationship. So the relationship is just a place where the wound couldn't stay hidden anymore. So it was just never about that or about them. It's always been this wound that has always been in with you. So if you look even at work, you find that you are that person who is really overgiving, giving more than what they need to give, because if you don't perform, you have that people are going to leave. If you don't step into this role, people are going to leave. So even in friendships and in relationships, you become that person who you even lose yourself because you are molding yourself so much to the person that will be easygoing, appealing to this person, so that things are easier for them. You don't even ask once whether this person is good for you. You're constantly perfecting you to make sure that you are the one who's good for them. So love just becomes self-abandonment. And can you imagine every single day living in a space where you are in conflict and resistance within yourself because you don't want things this way, you want them that way. So you're constantly wishing someone was in a certain space or they were like this when they are not like that. And then what happens? You're constantly scanning, constantly shrinking, becoming whatever you think it takes for them to choose you. That means at times you're going to be laughing at jokes that are not even funny. At times you're just going to be going along. And most of the time you don't even like this person. You just want to be, the wound is deep. You're just craving for them to say, finally say, it is you. So let's not even make it only about love, because it's not only about love. Remember the equation that I was saying. The nervous system learned chaos is what is safe, because that's what it knows. If we don't perform, then we are not really proving our worth, because that's what the nervous system learned. So for us to be chosen, we have to earn it, and we earn it through performance. So when you spend weeks, months performing for someone's validation, eventually your system will crash. This is when you're going to be up at 3 a.m. waking up, sweating because your body is pumping so much cortisol. This is when you're constantly bloated and you don't know what's going on. This is when your shoulders are up here, your jaw is tight, and your neck feels tense, because this is the state that you're constantly living in. Your body in this state is trying to gather all your energy to protect you while you actively abandon yourself by searching outside for validation, just to be picked, by putting up this armor. And you don't even ask simple questions like, how do I feel when I'm around this person? You don't even listen to what your body is saying to you. Do you feel relaxed? Do you feel tight? What happens to your energy after you've been with them? Your body is constantly feeling like it's under day, trying to protect you. Constantly feeling like a predator hunting it. Yes, there is the predator, except the predator is your fear of rejection. So I want to challenge you to ask yourself, what is it are you running away from by performing, through performing? What is it that you are afraid of? Is it the fear of being rejected? You're afraid that they're going to leave? Ask yourself such questions, and then also flip it. What happens then if they leave? So how do we break this cycle? Here's what I want you to think about. Right now, your obsession is valid from someone else, so it's outside you. What I want you to do is to make sure that you return to yourself. So just think about this. Genuine love is grounded, it's predictable, it's calm. Yes, I know, to a dysregulated nervous system, that is just not stimulating enough. But stay with it long enough and you will see, bit by bit, you will begin to value yourself more. Because let's face it, a relationship that requires you to be constantly vigilant, to clip your wings, to readjust yourself, to watch what you say, and to not be free is definitely not a match, and it's just headed one way. Allow yourself to sit with this fear. Remember, what we are asking is, what are you afraid of? And performance means you are afraid of being rejected, being abandoned, or just not being chosen. I want you to sit with that fear of rejection. If you have any urge to text to control outcomes, I want you to sit with it. And I want you to close your eyes and breathe in the ideal you back into you. Every single time when that comes, just breathe in the ideal you into you, because it's not all of it starts with you. It's not even about the relationships. It's just about the wound that you have carried with you, the formula that you learned somewhere along the line, that for you to be loved, for you to be chosen, for you to be picked, you have to step into a performance mode. So it's not too late to reverse that, because that is not the truth. You are worthy of love just as you are, where you are right now. Not after you have earned anything, not after you have done anything. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Stay ready.